Hey, you know what?
Hi, how are you? What happened?
You won't believe it.
Tell me fast, I can't wait.
I got selected for the interview.
Oh wow, congratulations. That is so nice.
Thank you so much. I still have to give the interview, but I'm so happy. I worked really hard on my resume and cover letter.
That's nice. Cover letter. That is the same as resume, right?
No, resume and cover letter are two different things.
Oh, I thought that they are the same. I will Google and check it out. Thanks for telling me and all the best for your interview.
Thank you. Bye.
So students, how many of you think a resume and a cover letter are the same? I'm sure many. In today's Future Perfect class, we are going to learn the difference between a resume and a cover letter and the basics of both. Firstly, let's define what a resume is. A resume is an overview of your work experience, your education and your qualification. Now let's pronounce resume. Re-zu-me. Now repeat after me. Re-zu-me. One more time. Re-zu-me. Resume. What you learned yesterday was all about resumes. Now let's concentrate on what a cover letter is. What is a cover letter? A cover letter is a brief introduction of who you are, what role are you applying for, and why do you think you're perfect for the role. It usually contains of 3 to 4 paragraphs. The following are some of the main components of a cover letter: date, salutation, an opening paragraph, middle paragraph, second middle paragraph, and a closing and a contact information. Now let's see what each of these mean. A date is where you write the date of the day you write the cover letter. A salutation is an address that's given to the contact person with respect. For example, dear hiring manager if the name is not mentioned, dear Mr. or Miss if the name is mentioned. Third is the opening paragraph where you write about the role and what excites you. Fourth is the middle paragraph where you write about your hard skills and why you have applied for the job. Fifth is the second middle paragraph where you write about your skills and values and how they will help you to add value to the position that you're applying for. And coming to the last step is closing and contact information. In this step, you will summarize and you would say what you are going to bring to the position by requesting them to call or mail you. Also, always remember to end your cover letter with a formal closing like thank you or yours sincerely. These are the only steps that you need to follow to write a cover letter. How is this different from a resume? Very much, right?
For example, students, let's see a person's resume and cover letter and let's learn what we need to highlight in them. Here students, as you can see, this is what a good resume looks like. Let's quickly get into the details. First is your name and profile. Here, you will mention your name and profile. Right here, you will write about your experience, if any. The company name, the designation, the month and year you started working from, and your roles and responsibilities in 1 to 2 sentences. Below comes the education part where you will mention everything in brief. Your school or college name, year of passing, subject, and the percentage you scored in the final year. Below that, right here, you mention all the extracurricular activities and projects you have taken part in school or college. Remember to mention the special ones and the important ones. Now coming to the right side, first you'll mention your contact and email address. Below that, put a picture of yourself. Remember, students, to not put a selfie photo, click a decent picture with plain background. And right here, you will mention the skills you have, both soft skills and hard skills. Like here, it is mentioned creative writing, communication, and MS Office. Below comes awards and certificates. If there is any award you received or any major certificate you want to highlight, you can mention it here. And lastly, write how many languages you know. Now let's move on to cover letter, students. As you know, a cover letter is a detailed description about your skills, why you want to apply for the job, etc. This is what a cover letter looks like. As you saw in the picture, the first and most important is date. The next is salutation. Remember to use proper words like Dear Hiring Manager or Respected Sir or Ma'am. Next would be the opening, middle, and second middle paragraph. Here, notice students, it is all about you. Reason for applying, why you will be the perfect one for the role, and what value will you add to the company. And the last one is closing and contact information. Here, you will thank the employer for taking time to review your cover letter and the opportunity. Lastly, you will mention your name and contact information. But why is a cover letter important? When an employer gets your application, they check the cover letter to get details about your interest, skills, and if your values match their company values. It also helps them get a better understanding of you and if you are good for the role.
Let us now take some time to do an activity. I'll show you some resumes and you'll click option A if it's a good resume and you'll click option B if it needs more changes. Are you ready? Now is the time to learn some basic do's about cover letters. Check 4 to 5 times before sending the cover letter. Read about your company and the role that you're about to apply and write your cover letter according to it. Send it to someone who has a deep knowledge about cover letters before sending it to the company. Now, let's learn some basic don'ts of cover letters. Make sure that you do not make any grammatical errors while writing a cover letter. Do not include hobbies like singing and dancing in your cover letter. Do not just copy your entire resume and write the exact same thing in your cover letter. Okay, now let's quickly summarize. A cover letter is used by the employer to know more about you, your skills, and your interest. It has 6 basic components. A cover letter and a resume both are entirely different things, and a cover letter is used by the employer to know more about you and much more about you in detail. Awesome, students! Now I'll see you in the next live class where you will be creating your cover letter. Bye!